Hello and welcome to the One Spot Media training series. Today we're going to talk about inserting an image into your article. And we're going to go and switch over to our website here, which is One Spot Media. That's where we're going to do the training today. So simply type in your email or your domain name in your browser at the top. And then once you do that, typically we place the login screen from the front end on your contact page. So if you will, click on your contact page. And then here is our login. So you would place your username and your password into the login area and enter that. And then once you open up that article, and an article is anything that would be the text in your website. That's where we're looking at an article here. So you'll see this little icon here that's a pencil tool, and if you will, click on that. And then it brings up a very simple editing area here that is basically the same thing as what you would see in Microsoft Word or Excel. So what you want to do is find the location in your article that you want to place that image. So I'm going to put it over here on the right hand side, if you'll see my cursor that's blinking here. And then on the bottom line, you'll see if you any of these tools, obviously if you put your mouse over it, you'll be able to see what that item is. But at this little image looking icon here, you put your mouse over it, says insert and edit an image. So we have the location that we want to place the image, and we're going to click on this insert edit image tab. When that comes up, then you will see this screen. Let's see if we can move it up a little bit. And this is just a little bit of information here. This is your image URL. That's where it's located, your dimensions, alignment, border, margin. I'll go over that once I insert an image. These are the folders that are on the server that holds all of your information. Leave those alone. You don't need to worry about that. By default, they'll automatically go into the main folder, which will be here. So what we're going to do is go over to the right-hand side here, and if you see this little image or icon, it says Upload. So you click on the Upload button. You will browse to your website or to your desktop on your computer and find where your images are. Here I've put this in the Images folder. You select that image off of your computer and hit Open. It will show up here in the upload icon, but there's a red X here. Now what that does is that just places it there for you to upload. So then you click on your upload icon. It doesn't take but a second, and it'll automatically upload. By default, the image that you just uploaded would be in bold. So you click on that image, and when you click on that image, it populates all of your properties up here in the top. This says where the URL is. It's in the images folder, and the name of the file is marketing.jpg. The alternate text is marketing for that particular image, which is also the name of the image. Your dimensions is 316 by 159. These are done in what's called pixels, so if you're not familiar with that, that is how many dots per inch that image is. In an article for your website, I don't recommend going more than 350 in either your width or your height as the max. The first box here is your width, and then the second one is your height. And I always have this proportional box checked here, which means that if you change one of them, I'm going to change this 316 to 300, and if you will, notice what the 159 does just by doing that. I change it to 300, and then I click over here just in the space to the right, and that 159 changes to 151. So that proportionate keeps that picture from being stretched too much one way or the other. I put the icon on the right side of the article, so I'm going to select my alignment to the right, and then these are the margins that are around the article. That's how much space is around the article, so the text doesn't actually back up or butt up to the actual image. So I usually uncheck the equal values, and since it's on the right, I'll go on the left-hand side here of that image and put 25 pixels. That moves that text over 25 spaces away from the image so that it's not crowded around it with text. I don't necessarily worry about the top and the bottom. It should be fine. If I want a border around my image, I just simply click here to select the border. Here, this section is your pixel width. If you want a thin, a medium, or a thick, or if you just want a 1 to 9 pixels, that's just the width of it. I would never go more than 1, otherwise it really puts a thick border around your image, and I just don't think that looks nice, so I would leave it there. This is the whether you want a solid, a dashed, or a dotted, or a double line, or a groove, inset, outset, etc. I leave these to solid most of the time. And then here's your default color. If you click on the little black piece, then that will bring up your color picker. But if you click on the web, it gives you several colors to choose from as to the border that you want on your image. I usually leave that at black. And then you just simply hit insert at the bottom, and that puts your picture in nice and neat. Now that needs to be moved up just a little bit. Whoops. So I'm going to move that image up here a little bit so that I'm not worried about it around the text. And that inserts an image, and then the only other thing you have to do is go up here to the top and hit save, and now it is showing inside of our article, and it looks nice, and there's no text butted up right against it. It's got a nice little border around it, and that image is exactly where I wanted it to go. And once you do that, you basically are done with inserting an image into your article of your website. One thing I always like to remember is click back on your contact page and make sure you log out of your website so that you're not still logged in for someone else to possibly come in and do damage or mess around with your website. That's it for this training series of inserting an image into your article of your website. If you have any questions, as always, give us a call at One Spot Media or visit us online at onespotmedia.com.